Rex, or what do they call you? Rex?
Yeah, Rex.
Sorry about that. Short notice, but very trying to get in touch with you. Even present discussion.
So what can I do for you?
Yeah, well, it's actually what we can do for you.
Sure. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah,
that's better.
We were sent by Secretary Pake because we went to visit him one time.
Right.
And then so we told them that we have this people from Belgium who would be able to help us here in the Philippines to propagate a lot. So that's the reason why he said, "Oh, why don't you do it here in the Philippines?"
Why not? That's right.
Let me just very briefly, I'll give you this, I'm not going to go to read it or anything, I'm just going to show you what we are doing. We are planting, this is from Africa, from Kenya,
Right.
and what we are doing, we're planting trees, special type of trees in a dry land where nothing grows whatsoever, and to make it into green land.
Right.
Give an estimation on what is needed to put up and do to produce 1 million seedlings a month to start with, and that's the email I got from him. So these are the necessary equipment and people and things like that. So we will support.
Is this mine?
Yeah, you can keep it.
I can get the price for this.
Yeah, that is
So
okay.
we know how much we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly, that's good. At least by the time he come here, maybe you have done some estimations and also talk to the people what you really want to do and so forth and so on, what time frame you want to have done it, because all these things will make a difference from him when he comes, so he can see that that can be done. And he's got the support. We've been working with the Kenyan and Belgian government directly to support us in our project. So I said that maybe that you can get the Belgian government to support the Filipino government in this also, and he's very excited about it.
Yeah.
So that's all I can say. So I brought another magazine also. These are just trees, so you can read a little bit about Better Globe here, also see what we are doing, how we are doing things, so you know who we are.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not much more I think I can tell you about it, because I understood from Paye that that would be a main project. And like I said, we are not people who can put up things like that, and we don't have the funds for it. But government to government, and also university, I think there's a great possibility to do something. And we're happy to help where we can, because we have already gone far with our tree plantations and investigations on what to do and how to do things. Although that they are different products or trees that you are here. Here we have to talk about the indigenous trees for Philippines.
Right. That's yeah. I recognize that there are a lot of tissue culture laboratories already all over the world. They have big one in France, probably in Belgium, here in Africa, and then they have in Malaysia also. I know they have in Thailand. We have here a small one, but. I think what will be the difference will be the species, that we specialize on, because no tissue culture lab can have a monopoly of all species. It's just a big task. Yeah. So we understand that our focus will be, we recognize that our focus should be on indigenous species.
Exactly. Yeah. And maybe you can also, by the time he comes, we can have some correspondence between us before that.
Yeah.
And maybe you can also have sort of picked out the species that you would like to. Maybe he can investigate a little bit about it, so he is prepared. The more prepared he is when he comes here, the more he can tell you, I think. So, and he's putting off 1 week, and like I said, we take the bill for that, just to help out and see what we can do. Yeah. So I'm going to be following him and be with him also to learn and see. So the whole week, if he can put up something, he can see forest, he can do this, he can go to the laboratory, he can give lectures, whatever you need that we can come up with, he's prepared to do. So I think that's our little contribution.
Yeah, I think it's
it might kick off something big.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's what I see.
We just have to start from a small step here, and I know that this is going to become big.
I hope so, and it's Paye that said that instead of you guys, we have some connection with some foresters here.
Montalban.
Yeah, Montalban. And we
Yeah,
are
because they've already started planting a lot of mahoganies right there. I think they already have like 40,000 trees and they're already grown up already. So we made a deal with them that we're going to be donating some seedlings to them also. And then, of course, since we're doing that, so they invited us, doctor invited us, why don't we just go to DNR, so at least you introduce yourselves, because you are into tree planting and stuff. So we went there, and then, you know, initially we just went there to actually, you know, show that, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that, so, you know, they can recognize us, you know, if later on they're going to know about us. So when he mentioned about it, so he said, can you do this for us? And I said, sure, because that's the main thing that I wanted, because they are from Africa. And he said, what can you do to the Philippines? You know?
Right.
Right, because I'm a Filipino, I cannot go out there that, okay, Better Globe is actually tree planting and then they want to eradicate poverty in Africa. I cannot tell that to my own people.
Right.
That's why I want to show them that we have some contributions also here in the Philippines. So that would be great if we can do something.
Let's get the ball rolling, and then I'm sure that university to university, state to state can take it to the higher level.
Right.
Depending on what they want.
Right.
That's the way I see it.
So what I will do is to discuss this with our forest biotechnology team,
Please.
and then.
And you have my email, so
yes,
so you can
I
just-
have your email, and then we'll email you something.
Thank you.
Like concept of what we want to do,
That's perfect.
and then from there probably we can we can determine what is the next step.
Exactly, and like I said,
Meeting with your experts.
yeah. But he will come here for 1 week from the 8th to
When
the,
is this going?
from the,
April.
No, in
June.
July.
July.
From the 8th to the 14th of July. That's the second week I am here. I'm here from the week before also. So I will be with him that week.
Okay.
So we are prepared, and you're the one who put up the agenda. Wherever you want us to go, and whatever you want us to investigate, to tell, and show, he will be prepared to do it. But the more we have prepared him, the better it will be, you know. So whatever you can come up with, what you want, need, and so forth, then he can investigate. Maybe if you have, obviously these guys, they know all kind of tree species. So if you give it, say these are the 5 we have to concentrate on here in the Philippines, he will then be prepared. He will take every knowledge he has, get these people around and see who has got the most knowledge on these things, and then he get the facts and the figures when he comes. Instead of guessing that when he comes, you know, and start fresh.
Right.
So the more we can prepare him, the better it is. So if you make a note of that, the 8th to the 14th of July, then it will be okay.
As a backgrounder, maybe I can tell you that the UPAA alumni is very much in support of this. Actually, Rino made a very cautious representation to the alumni board. And first initial finding then was to go into tree planting. But for the alumni to help for they can. But the problem when we met with Mon Pahe, their problem in the village now is how to produce the seedlings. So Rino came up with a possible solution, which now is, that's why I said maybe we should go to the chancellor of the UP Banos and see how we can operationalize massive seedling production through biotechnology.
Yeah, he was the one who diverted into that area. So, and then of course that's we have for myself 5 years, 6 years ago when we started off with our vision. That we understand we have to go into tissue culture production. If not, there's no way we can produce seedlings enough. We want to plant more than 1 million trees a day, you know. So that we have no options. So we have to find it quickly. Well, I'm an impatient person, but the laboratory, we've taken 4 years now to get the protocols that we needed, because that was a tough one. But now we have the protocol and we are ready to take off. Very quickly.
Right. Yeah. The way we will approach this is, you know, we might work on getting license on existing protocols already. Just a start.
That is very good start. That is
to start with, because if you know, as you said, it will take a lot of years before we develop our
if
own
you start from
protocols.
scratch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll probably have to settle for, like, you know, getting licensed from existing protocols, like from SAPA, from wherever.
Yeah, exactly.
four species that will grow here.
Yes.
So what we're doing now with Samba is that we're going to buy from them about 10,000 plantlets,
Yes.
seedlings
Yes.
Initially, so we can do some field trials
Yes,
already.
exactly.
But for our own indigenous species, it will take much longer than 4 years.
Yes.
Because what we need to do now is to do trial plantation,
Yes.
field plot trials
Yeah.
of the indigenous species,
Yes.
so that we know, which one will really work in what kind of condition.
Yeah. You know what we have done for 2 years before we started to do the reproduction. We went around because this tree, some called bukao tree, you can read about it here. That's a special tree that was almost extinct in Kenya.
Yeah.
But it was very good quality, indigenous tree. So my forest director, he said that Rino is a fantastic tree. If we can get that into tissue culture and produce it, it will be fantastic for everybody. So we have done something. So I think we picked out about 150 plus trees. What I call plus trees is that they are straight and good and all kind of things. So we put them and we took all these. So we've been testing all these plus trees in the laboratory and getting the best things from all of them, so we can learn. And that's the way we have developed our tree. So I guess that something similar will have to be done here also, depending on what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. For us, it's a different story due to the fact that we want straight trees for production of timber later. But if you want trees that have to be planted to keep the forest and things like
That's
that.
right. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Then it's okay. It's much easier, much quicker also.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Okay.
For tree plantation, industrial plantation, that will be we will be concerned about the quality.
Yeah,
But for forest restoration,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And pruning and all kind of things, you see,
Right.
to get the trees the way we like them. So that's a different story.
Well, this is exciting.
Well,
Thank
I
you for
think so.
coming, and I think this is a good contribution that we
Let's hope so.
a good service that we can.
Well, I'm happy for Doctor
Access,
here who's got the connections for us to get into these things, because we are novices here. We don't know much about the market here, so and what you need. But now at least we got the right connections, so we can help.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what
This is right there on top of our agenda. So
Yeah. Well, let's hope
that's
so.
why I organized a group just to see Saba,
Yeah.
with the private sector. And, we went there just so every one of us will see. We're major stakeholders, so
Exactly.
I want to get all the major stakeholders excited about what we want to do.
Yeah, well, that's great.
And it was very exciting to see what's really happening.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
No, I'm very excited. I'm a businessman. I'm not really, but I'm a philanthropist, so, and I want to help the people in Africa, because I've been working there for quite a number of years. And we have good connection on top level with the president of both Kenya and Uganda. They support us all the way, so for many years. And but this is something I'm also get excited about, because I can see fast production, high quality, need in the marketplace, and this is my way of thinking, you see.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to do with him here, that's besides the point. The most important thing is that you can speed up things and get things done.
Right.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to take much more of your time. We just wanted to present ourselves and so we can get the ball started.
Yeah. Thank you.
I get your direct line from Phil Fernandez.
Okay. Yeah.
So, because
so
we won't mind,
you're also a member
made
of
the shortcut.
Epsilon.
Unfortunately, he was called to Dilman because of the
Alumni.
Mango meeting. Yeah.
Right.
He said he's given to the chancellor.
I will send you a confirmation email also, so you
Sure,
have my
that's right.
things, and then
That's right. That would
take
be
it from there.
that would be great. Right. So Mystica. Mystica,
The singer.
Ah.
Yeah.
So right now I'm busy with my advocacy
Yeah.
about environment. It's much better, but I'm still doing some singing and stuff like that.
We can invite her for a cultural show.
I know. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, which is good.
I would love
One
to.
good occasion here.
Yeah, anytime, sir.
That's-
I'd be happy. Because
Really?
right now,
Okay.
Just
But,
give us the
I'll keep that in mind.
yeah, that's true. Used to be I would charge, but right now I can give it for you for free.
Thank you. And by the way, that is recorded. We have a recorder here, so
That is good.
everything we say here is
The walls are doing this. This is
Yeah.
the first time I've ever seen something like this. Like, I look around, I thought there's a lot of people around us. And I realized,
It's us.
it's us! This is amazing!
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that some people are watching us. Oh my God, this is crazy.
You know, I am a believer that arts and science, can really merge. And I think what you're doing is an example of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where your art, is being used to advocate for something
That's
which is
true.
scientific and
Yes,
environmental.
That's exactly
Well,
that's
true.
you're preaching to converted that because
Yeah.
I searched her before I came here. I found her on internet and I got contact with her. So I said to her that I have a job for you that you cannot resist.
Right.
And she was really into the Mystica Charity Foundation. She wanted to do something more substantial
that's true.
and use her fame to do something. And she makes a difference. And she's a smart woman.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I thought she was
I'd
a
say
stupid
I-
singer, but
I was just projecting a stupid singer.
yeah. No,
But
she's-
it's time to show the real me.
Yeah, no, she's good. She can do a lot, and she's all with me on these things to promote things, and she's wants to help the street kids and the PWDs, which is also in the organization.
Used to be the DUX
Yeah.
department.
Yeah.
So we are doing a lot there. So that's what I want to contribute with here in the Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we have opportunity, in the future when you're here, we can. Have you seen the countryside?
No, I haven't. Really,
Yeah.
I have been traveling a little bit around.
It's-
so I have seen
it's-
something.
You should see more.
Yeah. I mean, I work in many degraded lands.
Yeah.
And I can take you to one which is not very far, about 5 hours from, 3 hours from Manila, 4 hours. And you'll see, this desolate
Wow.
forest lands.
Yeah.
It's being burned, annually.
Well, that I have seen a lot of in Africa, I can tell
Yeah.
you. So I know how that looks.
But where you will see, and I guess it's also the same for Africa, poor communities.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But you see,
Yeah.
We have a lot more here
Yeah.
than in Africa.
but not not the right poor community. That is, the desert in Africa. You can see some of the pictures here where we go in. You see, to make a long story very short, to cut the corners. In Africa, most of the forest companies they go in and they take food land, and they fight forever for the people they have to take away from that land, and they're never going to succeed with that. We do the opposite, and that's because they have water there. It's rain.
Right.
Now, we don't look at that land whatsoever. We go straight into the dry lands where there is nothing except a few cows on thousands of acres of land. We go in there, we clear the bush. The people have never had a job in their life. We give them a job. So to make it simple to understand, we hired a man who's the lazy one in the family in Africa to give him a salary to plant trees. Then the woman, we microfinance her and we give her seedlings and water and help her to make a little farm aside so they can make some money too. And then Child Africa, which is an NGO which we have in Africa, they come in and build schools for their children. So we build communities, man, woman and child, we take care of all of them.
Yeah.
And then when we green the area, everything else can grow there later. You see?
That's right.
So that's what we do.
Mm.
So I think that when you need the same things here, we might be able to help in this respect also.
Right.
But
Yeah.
at least let's start with the forestry here and
Right.
see what we can do with the seedlings.
Yeah. It's good.
Well, thank you
It's
very much.
great, yeah.
It was nice to meet you,
Yeah,
and
great to meet you too. Yeah.
let's keep it up. I'll send you an email.
I'll wait for you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was expecting somebody older a while ago because it's a chancellor of the highest. And then I realized you're so young
Yeah.
and so handsome too. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll come back here and
Yeah,
let's
yes.
take a look around, right?
Please.
Kilala kami si